A Zimbo Report original. Subscribe to Zimbo Report for more cutting-edge Zimbabwean stories. The big tragedy of Zimbabwe is the missed opportunities. Had a farewell drink with a French neighbor and would-be farmer who lived here 2 years. Some of his words as he and his family depart for South Africa, thread. When I arrived in Zimbabwe, I felt like we would be here forever. I felt safe and welcome, and the possibilities for a farmer like me seemed endless. My family like it here, and I was ready to sink roots. I am so excited by the cannabis industry because it is very lucrative, but also it provides natural medicine that can help a lot of people. Zimbabwe has the opportunity to very quickly build a $4 billion per year cannabis industry exporting around the world. I reached an agreement with the prison service in Zimbabwe and a financier from home ready to invest up to $10 million United States dollars to start growing. It would generate huge money for the prisons and the government. It would assure better standards for the inmates who have terrible lives. But the promised approvals and guarantees needed were not forthcoming. The Ministry of Health one day decided they wanted shares too. Suddenly, we were putting in all the money, taking all the risk, and were only allowed to own a fraction of the business. More people tried to come on board. This general's daughter and the minister's son all wanted shares without putting 1 cent on the table or offering any value to the business. Of course, the investor lost interest. A constantly changing legal environment made things even worse. After a year of negotiations and waiting, we looked south. In no time, we have established relations in Pretoria, and through trusted private sector partners we will build our first farm within a year, and more will follow. Government will tax us, as is right, but it is a private concern. We are sad to leave Zimbabwe, but we won't miss being taken for fools. It is very arrogant for the politicians here to think we will put up with such bullshit. Zimbabwe is nice, but there are plenty of other nice places that enable us and don't try to steal from us. In 5 years the cannabis bubble will burst. The early adopters will have made a fortune and scaled up to dominate the global market, but it will not be as exciting for newcomers as it is now. What an opportunity Zimbabwe is wasting for the greed of a few. Anyway, that is his story. He and his family will be fine. Rich probably. So will his South African business partners and the SA economy from more forex inflows. Our government is chasing away the golden geese before they even land. This farmer will grow organic certified cannabis with high-tech methods. My heart bleeds for the inmates that would have benefited from training, better living conditions and some pay to support their families. Au revoir to you, my neighbors, and thank you for at least trying Zimbabwe. They were enthusiastic about this country and active in our local community. His family are gone. He leaves on Sunday. I bought a table off him. Leak. The end. Subscribe to Zimbo Report for more cutting-edge Zimbabwean stories.